Today I am reviewing ThunderEase, and if you've heard of Thunder shirts, those are really common for dogs suffering with separation anxiety or any kind of stress and anxiety disorder. These are from the same company as the Thunder shirt, but this is called ThunderEase, and I have a calming diffuser as well as a calming spray here to show you today. So this is the diffuser, and what these are is an all-natural, it's drug-free, it's a pheromone formula. You can see it in the bottle there. I've used some of it, so you can see it moving around. So if you've used like one of the perfume plugins for air fresheners, this is pretty much the same thing as that. It's the same style, basically, product. So you have the liquid in here and this little diffuser, I don't know what you would call it, rod, I guess, in here that the pheromones come up through, and then you plug in the diffuser and it just pushes it through the air in your room, and it mimics the natural pheromones that are released by a nursing mother dog. Obviously, when puppies are born, the mother's nursing, they're releasing those pheromones. It's helping to soothe and calm the puppies, and this works in the same way for your dog to soothe and calm them. The spray is the same thing, same type of formula. It is completely drug-free, 100% safe and natural, but instead of being in a diffuser, which needs to be plugged into the wall, this is a spray that you just spritz in the room. You can take that. The thing I like about this is you can take it with you. So if you're traveling in the car, in a hotel, staying with relatives, visiting, if your dog's going to a boarding kennel, you know, this is a great thing to be able to take while traveling to help calm them. The diffuser does need to be plugged in. Of course, they recommend that you just put it in the room that your dog spends most of their time in. So we put it in our living room. That's where we spend most of our time, which means that's where our dogs spend most of our time, their time. We also have a pet camera, so we can keep an eye on our dogs when we're away from home. And when we're gone, they typically sit in the living room, they lay on the couch, or they have a dog bed in there. They have kennels in there with the door open that they can go into. So they spend most of their time in there, so that's what we do. The diffuser covers 700 square feet, so that's a good sized room or a good sized open area if you have a very open floor plan in your home. Now, these can help with things like noise aversion, as I mentioned, separation anxiety. They're great if you are bringing a new pet into your home. It can help everybody just calm down and relax a little. It's great for new puppies who are coming into a new home that are missing their mom and their litter. It's great if you're moving to a new home and your dog is stressed out about it. So really there's a lot of uses for these. Our dogs don't have separation anxiety, so I can't tell you how well it works for that, but I can tell you that our Labrador suffers from noise aversion terribly, and my husband will target practice out back sometime with guns, and that noise scares her. Thunder scares her. If I'm in the kitchen cooking and I drop a pan or something that makes a loud bang, that scares her. So I have noticed a big help for us with the noise aversion. It has been really great. Usually what I'll do is I don't plug it in 100% of the time because we only use it at home for the noise aversion, but I will plug it in if I know that we're going to be having thunder showers one day. I just pop it in the morning, let it go throughout the day, and it has definitely shown me that it is effective for noise aversion. I also use the spray. Our Beagle doesn't really like to travel. She gets a little bit antsy whenever we go somewhere for just the beginning of the time that we're there. I think because we travel, my husband and I both travel, and sometimes we leave her with family and friends to babysit her, so she kind of always has that worry, like, are you gonna leave me here, or, you know, what are we doing? But I use the calming spray both in the vehicle and while we're traveling, and it has seemed to help her. It certainly hasn't taken the issue away. She's definitely still a little bit nervous at first when we get to a new place, but nothing like she used to be. She used to pant and pace a lot, and now it's just more of a general uneasiness. So it's kind of just taken the level down a little bit. So I've been happy with it in that instance as well. So you just plug that in. It doesn't make any noise. It's not something that I can smell. Molly's checking it out right now just because she thinks it might be food. But it's not anything that we can smell. Obviously, our dogs can smell it. You can see it's open out here into our kitchen and our living room. We do have an open floor plan, and it seems to work fine. If you feel like you want a little extra, as I said, you can use the spray. And this spray is a 60 milliliter bottle, and that's $19.95. So it is quite expensive, but it's an ideal way for you to be able to help your dog stay calm and have less anxiety when you're traveling on the move, or maybe he's boarding or something like that. The refills for this, as I showed you, it just unscrews. You can refill it and screw in another one. So you don't have to buy a new plug-in part, but you do have to buy the refills of the pheromones, and those are available in 30, 60, and a 90-day supply from $21.95 to $39.95, depending on which one you purchase. So, you know, pricier there, obviously much more pricey than the plug-in air fresheners, but that's because these ones serve a purpose to help calm your dogs, and they are made with that drug-free, all-natural pheromone formula. These are also a lot cheaper than any kind of prescription medication that you might get to calm a dog. For best results, you do have to use these for a minimum of 30 days. They do say that you won't notice a lot of difference in the beginning, and I agree with that. I didn't notice a difference for a couple of weeks, maybe not a full 30 days, but it was a couple of weeks before we noticed. These are also not recommended, and it specifically states on the bottle and on the packaging that these are not for aggressive or hyperactive dogs. These aren't going to calm down a hyperactive dog, and if your dog is aggressive, this is not going to help. So don't think that these are for dogs with severe issues like that. But it is safe for all dogs, every dog, puppies, senior dogs, nursing and pregnant dogs, anything like that, all ages, all types of dog. You do have to replace this part, the plug-in part. It gets hot when it's in use, which made me a little nervous at first, and I actually got on the website to check it out, but that's normal. It needs to get hot for the evaporation to take place, and you actually have to replace this unit after 6 months, so keep that in mind, that you can buy the refills for it, but after 6 months you're gonna have to buy a whole new unit. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you have any questions, please email me, Samantha@topdogtips.com. Thanks for watching.